Moin! Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Mace, coming to you from North America, the northern part. I'm in Canada, and hope everyone's doing incredible. Today, we have some news. Germany's Friedrich Merz wins vote for chancellor after surviving historic defeat. I don't have the details on the historic defeat. Let's get into it, see what that's all about. So I guess he will officially be taking over from Olaf Scholz. Interesting. New direction, new time. Hopefully he rises to the occasion. I think when new leaders are elected, new leaders come into the fold, you want to unite behind them and give them a chance to do things. You don't want to just hamstring them from the start or throw them under the bus from the start. Interesting on the ticker on the bottom there. New Canadian PM Mark Carney arrives in Washington for Trump talks. Interesting. See how that goes as well. As a Canadian, it's been an interesting few months of the second term of the current American president. Let's check out this video, see what it's all about. And this probably pretty embarrassing if he lost the first vote, or like, I don't know exactly what happened, but let's get into it. Breaking news.
Welcome back. There is a new chancellor in Germany. In the last few minutes, Friedrich Merz has been formally confirmed in his position, but it has not been straightforward for the Conservative leader. He lost a confidence vote this morning. He was 6 votes short of the 316 vote majority that he needed. We are still to hear from Friedrich Merz. The result has only just been announced in the Bundestag. This was the second vote that was...
So is that meaning he lost the vote this morning, and then they conferred and said, well, we better vote again? Is that how it works? So it's the same people voting, just a second time, but I guess after the first one happened, there was some, like, people change their votes, I guess? Or do they know who voted for who, or what?
It's arranged hurriedly this afternoon, so let's cross live to our correspondent in Berlin, Jess Parker, and a sigh of relief all round, Jess, no doubt.
Yes,
that was awkward. He was like going for the high five, and politicians are always awkward in this type of social interaction. Look at him, he go like...
No doubt.
Yes, so just happened, just broken here in the Bundestag. It looks like Friedrich Merz has made it through the second time around. What a fascinating and chaotic day it has been.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
To refresh people's memories, this morning we were expecting Friedrich Merz from the centre-right CDU party to be voted in without much fuss because he had a coalition, supposedly with the majority, and then the result came through, bam, he hadn't made it through.
So
he was 6 votes short of a majority. There's been endless speculation as to how that happened, which disgruntled MPs from within the coalition might have dissented. But then there was a lot of conversations going on behind closed doors. They went for it a second time, and it seems that whoever decided not to support Friedrich Merz the first time around, well, a few people have changed their minds, and he has made it through. But a hugely embarrassing day for Friedrich Merz. He has been trying to project strength and certainty, this antidote to the last divided government.
So, like, he went into the vote probably like, this is just a formality, and I shall be, the vote's gonna go exactly as I think. And then he probably heard the result and was like, what the hell? Which one of you? Hey, we talked about this.
This is not how he wanted to start his term in power, and I think it has made him look politically weak.
This was the first time a would-be chancellor failed to secure a majority in 76 years of the German Republic. Whoa. Jess. It's not the ideal start, as you say. If he is now to form this new cabinet and take over, is he weakened by the loss of that first vote today?
Yes, so as you say, it is not exactly how they wanted things to go today. Friedrich Merz was already supposed to have gone to see the president, come back to be sworn in. As you say, he was lined up with his cabinet, members of his cabinet. Yesterday, I was there at an event here in Berlin, an old gasworks building, that they were signing the coalition deal from different members of the different parties to say that they had come to this agreement, and it all looked like it was going to go very smoothly. I think a question now, though, for Friedrich Merz is he's struggled to get through as Chancellor, despite having, yes, a narrow majority in Parliament with this coalition, but a majority nonetheless. Does this mean he's going to struggle to get key contentious legislation through this Parliament? And there'll also be the big question, as yet unanswered, because it's a secret ballot here, who were these people who voted against him? Or
yeah, he's got a secret ballot. It's like, who voted against me?
Didn't vote for him. Were they members of his own conservative CDU who don't like his leadership style? Remember, this is a man who took 3 goes to become leader of his party, so there have been lots of questions over his popularity within the party. Or were they figures from within the centre-left SPD, dissatisfied with...
It's kind of crazy sometimes. Like, politics is basically a popularity contest, isn't it? You gotta, yeah, it's such a dirty game. I don't know how they do it.
Their leadership, or indeed the coalition agreement. We don't know, but it's an uncomfortable moment
it's just so
for
fake.
The new Chancellor. He'll hope to try and get back on track now. He's supposed to be whizzing off to Paris and Warsaw tomorrow as part of a big tour to try and rebuild frayed ties, as he sees it, with important European partners. But Paris and Warsaw will have noticed what has happened, and it's all pretty embarrassing for the new Chancellor.
Jess Parker in Berlin, thank you very much for that.
That doesn't exactly sound good, does it? It's pretty embarrassing for the new Chancellor. Dang, well, Merz, we knew he was coming in, so that's where we're at. Why the AfD are surging in the polls. Is this a new thing, or... Let's see. This is an old video. Polls already have... Oh, 7 days ago. Because the CDU practically backtracked on every promise they've made. Basically promised change from the previous government, and then U-turn and now offers continuation. Hey, tell me about it. All right, interesting stuff. Yeah, I'm. It's like Canada. We just had a new prime minister sworn in, right? And I think we have to rally behind him. I think Mark Carney certainly has an incredible wealth of experience. As opposed to the conservative leader Polyev, who's just been a politician for 25 years, a career politician. Carney's worked in the private sector a lot. He's worked for the Bank of Canada, the Bank of England, and yeah, I don't know. Hopefully he does well. Hopefully he can negotiate with the Orange Menace, at least to some degree. All right, we'll see you all in the next one. Cheers. Peace out, my friends. Have a wonderful day. Oh, I'm also rapping. You guys, don't forget. Check out my music. I think I put it in the description now. You can find it in the description. Macy on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, anywhere you listen to music, YouTube Music, whatever. I'll be there. I would appreciate it. Cheers. Auf Wiedersehen.